Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to show you all really quick how I guess you'd say, gravel vac my 10-gallon heavily planted shrimp and killifish tank. And I also use this on my other shrimp tanks because this tank is so full of fry and baby shrimp and everything else under the sun. I can't get in here with a gravel vac. Not only are they big and bulky, but I'll end up sucking up just about everything that I don't want to, and that includes snails, baby shrimp, things of that nature, and just stirring things up too much. So what I use is a turkey baster, and you can see this water already is nasty, and that is just from this tank alone going through the substrate. Now, all of that stuff in there, I know that right now in that bottle there's planaria, there's probably some hydra, and a lot of fish waste. So all of that would have stayed in this tank, and that can spike things like ammonia, your nitrates can go up, etc. But what I do is I use the turkey baster to, quote, gravel vac this tank probably once a week, and it doesn't take much. As you can see, I've taken out probably like roughly 5% of the water in here. There was a bit of evaporation beforehand, so don't think that that's all the water that came out. Now, what else did I do in here? I changed the filter floss in the box filter over there in the corner. I didn't touch the sponge filter. I let it do its thing. The more green and yuckiness that it builds up on it, the more that my baby shrimp have to eat. Or the snails, whatever gets a hold of it. I really don't care as long as it's being used. I don't clean the soup lids that I use to break the bubbles from popping at the surface and causing too much evaporation or excess minerals on my glass, which cause a lot of that calcification. I just leave them. I let them go green. I let them grow hair algae. I let them have whatever they want on it because the snails and shrimp love to go on those things and graze if they're not down in the moss. Now, I think that in a 10-gallon and a 5-gallon or anything under, the turkey baster method, when it's heavily planted, is ideal. It took me probably 10 minutes to get that container full of all that yucky water. So, I mean, it's not terribly time consuming. If you're on a time restriction or if you have a lot of tanks, you can do it pretty quick. Do it at night, do it in the morning when you have free time, whenever. But it does work. It prevents you from pulling out anything that you don't want to get sucked up. I don't disturb the moss at all because there's probably killifish eggs in there by now. Uh, I don't have to worry about, yeah, really just disturbing the tank. The turkey baster is extremely non-invasive. But yeah, I did this tank here, and I'm also working on this, what's in there? The snowball shrimp tank as well. So you can see again that it's just needs a little bit of work in there, and I've been taking out some water and doing some work, but yeah, that's my plan for today. So anyhow, guys, it's a super easy method. One thing I will say, when you have something like the Fluville stratum, you will have issues pulling it up in the turkey baster, but whatever, it's not a big deal. They'll usually fall right out. If they get clogged up, turn the baster all the way upside down and let all the stratum go into the ball at the top, and then turn it back right side up, and it should all fly out. Maybe strain it into a net, and you can put that back in. Anyhow, hope you guys are all having a good day, and that's how I do things.